The birth of digital badges in our district really came about in the spring of 2013 with some work that I did with Ben Friesen at the junior highs as a result of the fact that we have a one-to-one iPad program with junior high students, and we wanted to create an opportunity for students to build their skills in digital learning, which are some skills that aren't naturally integrated necessarily in any given content area. So and this was really Ben's creative brainstorm, created a Moodle page called #Hopkins Online. And in this particular Moodle page, students are encouraged in many different venues to participate in the various modules and earn these badges. So you can see the badges over on the right hand side. There is the red, the yellow, and the blue. And I won't talk about them all in detail, but to unlock each of those badges, the students need to go through a series of exercises. So let's take a look at the red badge, for example. The focus of the red badge is to teach students about the development of a digital footprint or a positive digital footprint. And in order to unlock and earn this badge, students need to successfully complete well, first of all, they need to look at the introduction, which is the Start Here Digital Footprints page. And then these two items here are lessons. So they're digital lessons with built-in questions to check for understanding. And we found some really good videos on the web that are embedded on those lesson pages. And the very last thing they have to do is they have to earn 80% or above on a relatively short quiz. Now, this part right here, this is a page down at the bottom. You can see that it's kind of faded, or the hot link looks faded. That's because this is a restricted piece of content on the Moodle page. There is a way to restrict content, and in this case, students can't even see this hyperlink to this page unless they, number one, looked at the introduction, number two, completed the lesson and answered the questions built in correctly. Number three, finished the second lesson. And then number four, got an 80% on the quiz. Students are given the opportunity to retake or redo these digital opportunities. But when they do, then this particular hot link becomes visible to the student. And when they click on it, they see the red badge. Now, the reason why we wanted to make it available in high resolution is so that students could save this badge to their iPad and have it as their lock screen. So, but in addition, students also can earn the badges that display on their Moodle profile. So if I, for example, click on my name in the upper right-hand corner, I see my profile page with the badges that I've earned on them, and you can see some of the badges from this course. All right, so that's one example. I'm going to close this tab. After that, I started working with Amy Codette and Sarah Williams at Glen Lake and Gatewood. They are media specialists, and we developed some site-wide badges for students to earn for keyboarding proficiency. So at those two schools, there are 4th and 5th grade students that are using a service called Typing Club. And so I'm going to go to Manage Badges on my home page, and we developed these 4 keyboarding badges. And you can see right now that there are 57 people who, between those two schools, who have earned the first level. But if you go all the way up to level 4, only 2 individuals have earned that, because truly, if you were to, Typing Club's set up really nicely to make this easy, because they do have a series of exercises that really build on themselves, and they have a system built in to show proficiency. So it's very difficult to earn this 4th badge. So I'm going to click on it real quickly so that you can see the criteria. It says to earn this badge, students must complete all of the exercises at a 5-star level in Typing Club. I can't tell you how many exercises that actually is. So this has only been issued to 2 awesome people, and these are Samantha and Samantha. That's very difficult to do. So keyboarding badges in the elementary school is another area where we are using badges in the Hopkins Public Schools. Finally, my man, Mike Harris, has gone hog wild on the creation of badges as a result of a half school day at Hopkins High School. When the transformer went out, the students got sent home, and Mike just explored badges full-fledged, both feet in. So if I'm on his science page, and I'm going to go down to his administration block, and I'm going to find his badges area and click Manage Badges. So remember that badges can be issued automated. So for example, he's got a badge here called the biochemistry badge. So if I click on that, that's been automated to be issued to students who get 85% or better on their biochemistry exam. So the idea there is that he doesn't manage that badge. It is all dependent on the performance of a built-in Moodle assessment. And he's got others that he manually awards. So for example, he's got these notebook badges. So he's got the green, the blue, and the red. And you can see that nobody has earned the blue level badge yet, because with badges you kind of want to make them difficult to achieve, or else you want to level them, so students have to level up. And what Mike does is he uses the Cornell notes note-taking style, so trying to teach students effective study skills and note-taking skills or in-class skills. And so to earn this badge, they need to maintain his expectations, which are pretty rigorous, for their notebooks, and then they have to show that after a certain length of time. So he wants to make it very difficult to earn these badges. And if you look back, the lowest level for the badges is the red level, and only 4 students have earned that so far. But he really has had fun with the integration of badges in his course. And then of course he's got his Twitter feed. And occasionally, if I go backwards here, I can't really find anything. He'll tweet out about the badges that are available to the students. Oh, here's one right here. So he's having a ton of fun with badges. So there's 3 examples of how digital badges are being used in our district, integrated with Moodle. Have fun.